It's Blossom, and I'm back with another crystal to put inside your collection of diamonds. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Bless, bless, bless. Love and peace will be at rest. Today, I want to talk about being worthy of love. Because guess what? We're all worthy of love. It is our birthright. When we enter this universe, being loved is our birthright. And guess what? There is nothing that you have to do in order to be loved. You don't have to change. You don't have to conform. You don't have to give up what you want. You don't have to be somebody that you're not to be loved. You don't have to earn love. We live in a society that teaches us that, you have to earn love. If you're good, if you're a good person, then you can be loved. And if you're a bad person, you can't be loved. No, that's not true. You're lovable regardless of what you do. Okay? Not excusing bad behavior, but I'm just saying you are lovable. You're worthy of love. If you don't feel worthy of being loved, you're never going to feel loved by other people around you, because people around you, they do love you. And if you keep questioning that and doubting that, then people get tired of that. And I know from experience, I was in a relationship with somebody that did not feel worthy of love. So nothing I did could change his perspective. Like, I thought that loving harder would make him see that he was lovable. Loving harder would make his self-esteem go up, but it didn't. Because all he did was push me away, push me away, push me away. And when I finally left the relationship, that's when he started to realize, like, oh, you really did care about me. And I'm just like, it's a done deal. Because with this person, I was dating this person on and off for a couple of years, and I just finally got tired of it, and I just wanted something better for myself. Why do I keep trying to prove to this person that they're worthy? All that energy that I was putting into him, I could have been putting into myself. Like, I wasted years of my life trying to show somebody how beautiful and special they were. Like, I made that my mission every single day. And then when we got into arguments, I was hard on myself, because I'm just like, man, why can't I make him feel lovable? Or why am I making all these mistakes? And it's just like, really? I wasn't making any mistakes. He didn't know how to respond emotionally to me. And that's not my fault. If somebody is not emotionally mature, that is nothing to do with me, and it's not an indication of my self-worth. But back then I was codependent, and I thought everything he did was about me. I felt like, well, I'm not good enough and I'm not doing enough. And it wasn't that. It was just he didn't know how to receive love. So he couldn't see the love I was trying to give. And that's unfortunate. And if you're a person that doesn't feel worthy of being loved, you need to ask yourself why. You need to dig deep into yourself and find out what it is about you that you don't think is acceptable. And look back into your childhood, because that might give you the answers that you are looking for. A lot of times we've been abused in our childhood. We've been told that things about us are ugly and we're stupid and we're worthless. We've just been put down by the adults around us. All those adults did that abused us was project their insecurities. None of what they said about you or did to you was ever about you. It was never the truth about who you were. It was just the truth about them. When somebody can't deal with their inner issues, it's uncomfortable. They don't know how to deal with it. So what they will do is project it onto you. So if somebody around you feels stupid, they'll see something you do and say, oh my God, you're so stupid, because it's so much easier to put the blame on somebody else than face the truth. And it's crazy because a lot of adults don't realize what you're putting into this child's head. You don't realize the subconscious beliefs that are now stored into this child's mind because of what you said to them. Whether it was out of anger or whatever. Like, that stays. That's not something that they're going to forget. People think that they can say stuff to kids and little kids are going to forget about it. No, they get traumatized because little kids don't have the understanding that we as adults have. And adults kind of get on my fucking nerves because they think that little kids can understand and comprehend shit that we can. They can't. And that's why kids take things personal, because they don't know that that's not about them. They don't know that. That's why kids grow up traumatized, because they've been abused. And people think that, saying this to them, that's not being abusive. That's just getting them ready for the real world. No, that's abusive. There's a difference between encouraging somebody to grow up and be successful and then putting them down. Oh, you ain't never gonna be shit. Oh, you just like your mama or you just like your daddy. That's not encouraging somebody. That is verbal abuse. Encouraging somebody looks like this. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what you do when you get older. Do you need any help with that? We can help you get to where you want to be. That's encouraging somebody. But putting somebody down and insulting them is not fucking encouragement. That is verbal abuse. And that's why these kids grow up to feel like they're not worthy because of the shit that the adults around them said to them. And then what's crazy is that they can still hold these beliefs to be true, which is why they can't engage in healthy relationships because they don't feel worthy. So they settle for partners who treat them like shit. Or if they do have a partner that actually loves them, they don't see it. And it's really sad because we're all worthy of being loved. And I hate that people have made other people feel like they're not worthy. Because we're all worthy. We're all worthy of being loved. There comes a time in your life where you have to rely on what you think about yourself. Like, what is it that you really think about yourself? Do you really think you're worthless? Do you really think you're not beautiful? Do you really think you're unworthy of love? Like, define yourself for once and stop living your life based on what other people have told you about yourself. Question those beliefs because most likely those beliefs are not even true. Those beliefs are how they feel about themselves. That's how they think about themselves and they projected it onto you. But you have to just make a conscious decision to just be like, you know what, that was never about me and that's not who I am. That's just who you are. And when you make that conscious decision, your life will shift because then you will see yourself for who you truly are. And you can define yourself and you can rely on what you think rather than what other people think of you. So yes, you are worthy of being loved regardless if you don't feel like it or not. It's going to take time to heal from that because I know from experience, I'm still healing from it. But I do believe I'm worthy of love in every form. So tell yourself that and keep telling yourself that even if you don't believe it. Affirmations work. And if you tell yourself, I am worthy of being loved. I am loved. I am lovable. I am loved. I am is powerful. Words are powerful. Words are like spells. So telling yourself that will really help you understand and heal. And it will help you realize that I am lovable. And then you will be able to attract love in all types of forms. Anybody that's listening to this who's been abused, just know that that was never about you. And that doesn't dictate whether you're lovable or not. You are. You've always been.